All plants need nitrogen. Plants can't get nitrogen from the atmosphere, so they can't use nitrogen gas. What they can use, however, is nitrates and ammonia, which are produced by microbes that are able to chemically convert these non-usable sources of nitrogen into something the plants can uptake. Normally, in ecosystems such as forests or marshes or meadows, that nitrogen is supplied by the breakdown of plant material and animal material that's sitting around in the soil. So that allows basically these natural nitrogen inputs to be converted into a form that plants can use and then take it up by the plant so that animals, including humans, can use them. In agriculture, what we tend to do is to short-circuit this natural process by chemically manufacturing nitrogen sources that plants can use. This consumes a great deal of fossil energy, it adds to the carbon dioxide load in the atmosphere, and so rather than using fossil energy to do this, we can simply resupply plant material and in the form of scraps and waste material, allow those things to be broken down into the nitrogen sources that plants can uptake and use them as a way to fertilize and provide nitrogen for plant material.
Hi, my name is Gretchen and I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine. This worm is one of many in my do-it-yourself compost bin in my city apartment. This is what's called a vermiculture composting system, which utilizes red regular worms in order to break down organic material. I add cardboard as the worm's carbon source and vegetable scraps as the worm's nitrogen source. When the worms break down these materials, the result is what's called castings, which are rich in nitrogen and can be used as garden fertilizer. In order to maximize their potential as fertilizer, what I do is make a compost tea. For this, I take the castings and I put it in a bucket of water. I then add some molasses and aerate the system for 24 hours. During this time, the bacteria that's present in the castings will break down the sugar, and in the process, nitrification will occur. The resulting nitrate can be uptaken by plants as a source of nitrogen when the compost tea is spread over a garden.
By applying this practice to larger scale, as many farms like Truly Living Well are already doing, we can avoid the dependence on synthetic nitrogen fertilizers, which in turn will not only save us 1% of annual energy consumption associated with production of these fertilizers, but will also minimize 80 million metric tons of global CO2 emissions every year.
In addition, it can minimize the nitrogen runoff associated with large applications of synthetic fertilizer and avoid ecological disasters such as Chesapeake Bay. And with recent research reporting even more negative impacts of synthetic fertilizers on soil, an understanding of basic nitrogen chemistry can help pave a greener path for our agricultural systems.